Hello and welcome back to my BitChute and Rumble channel. I haven't done a video for a few days. I've been pretty busy doing other things, but either way, this is a different sort of video because I think I did a card reading on one of them and just an introductory message on one too. I'm having troubles with BitChute because it's only letting me upload small files, and I don't know how to get this to go with a smaller file other than time. And when I want to do a video, I don't want to have to keep breaking it into parts, although I will if I have to, because I'm going to be doing a tribute to the Fall of the Cabal on both of these, and it might be more than one part, but I've got to figure out how to work a little bit more of, let's say, technology and programs in order to get it to be in the style of Janet Ossigard with pictures and talking, which I can do the talking real easy, but it's getting the pictures to coordinate like she does, because I am not tech savvy, but I will become tech savvy, I'm being told. So either way, it is coming in the next week or so, I will say that, and I will be starting where she left off and continuing, and I won't be like plagiarizing her or anything. I will be calling out everything she's done as genius, because I myself kept going for those for a long time, and I know a lot of people did, because it's one place to get all the information in like one easy spot or one easy lesson where you can trust it, because I know that these ladies worked very hard researching and double researching, triple researching, and quadruple researching, and having multiple whistleblowers come forward to them to confirm all the information they were putting out there. So when they're so sure that they're saying, prove us wrong, and nobody is, then you know that they're pretty sure as much as you can be, because there is information coming out from both sides that is untrue, and I know this to be a fact. Even myself, as a channeling maniac and a researcher myself, I'm not a hacker, just so people know, but I have one that gives me a little bit of intel every once in a while, and I have seen the majority of the Q drops, if not all of them, and I don't understand them all, but I am going to be explaining them on this video series. That's part of my mission here, is to do that. So I will be going like drop by drop and explaining what they mean and what they have corresponded to, and if they have already happened or if they are still to come, and or if they're for more than one event, if that makes sense. And I will also be doing new Q maps, and this is one of them that I drew quite a long time ago actually, and I can actually tell you the date that I drew it, which was November 19th, 2022. I drew this actually in the Royal Alex Hospital in Edmonton. And this is on the day, actually, that my mom died. And I drew it that day because I was trying to keep myself busy because I had nobody to talk to, because they had taken my phone away. And I was in a room by myself looking at four walls. And like Nikola Tesla, and I'm told Da Vinci, and many others here on the other side that had information like this, when you're in a place like that, and I think of Walter Bishop from Fringe, if anybody's watched that, where there's nothing to do, but stare at the wall all day, you might start writing on either the wall and or, on your table, and or I had this notebook, so I drew this picture of our universe. So I'm going to share it out this way. There is a still shot on my Facebook, and I will put another one out today if you want to get it that way. This is actually a copy of a digital picture I took, because the original has now been ruined actually by candle wax, oddly enough. But either way, things like this happen to me all the time, but I had saved a good copy that day, and I put it out several times on my Facebook, and nobody really has much to say about it. So if anyone has any questions about this map and or anything about it, I'm willing to answer it in real time. So if you comment on either the Rumble and or the BitChute and or the YouTube, should I put it on there? Now, it may get banned on there, it may not, but I will try to answer them in real time if I can, and with the appropriate being here on the other side answering it, or a member of the Q Collective and or the Galactic Federation and or the Archangel Collective. So that is who I have today. So this was actually drawn as a channeled drawing, which is something I can do. A few people can do it on Earth, but not too many. So it means that I just let a being take my pen and my hand and, draw it out really quick. And I did it, I don't know, probably in an hour, this one, but has a lot of intriguing things on it, I'm being told, by the, we'll say, universal truthers on the other side. So, I'm calling it our universe, and I'm saying that we are living in a scripted reality show. And if you wonder what scripted reality show means, it means that we are playing out parts for the greatest show on Earth, or the Galactic Games, whatever you want to say it. And I call it now the Galactic Games, and that is what my book will be called when it comes out, with this as the cover, I'm being told, and probably a better one if I can get, a digital drawing going, or I will draw a better one that will be a little bit more, we'll say detailed. That's the word that comes in, right? So, if we are actually living in reality TV, which I have felt I am for a long time, I know we're being watched by many things. So that's where we'll start here on this episode of Dedication to the Fall of the Cabal, part, we're going to say 20. That's where I'm going to start. So I'm going to say, with Janet Ozegard here beside me, she is going to say she started to wonder if we weren't living in reality TV too, because we are being watched by what they call Big Brother all the time. So that is, cameras in the sky. I see cameras on like traffic lights, cameras on buildings, there's cameras in computers, there's cameras in your phone, there's cameras in your TV. Yeah, there's cameras like pretty much everywhere on our universe here anyway. So plus there is, we'll say sky cams and more. And I always feel like outside of this, the universe, there is watchers that watch us like on big screen TVs, like on the other side of the map where it says The Truman Show. So who they are, I am never very sure, but whoever they are, I have given them a finger quite a few times, and I have also said to them, like, I hope you're betting on me to win this game. And some of them have come to me recently and said, maybe they are betting on me or they're not, but they do usually bet on somebody who's strong enough to take what's coming. That's about it. That's what they say. So I also had a message once that they watch us even when we're sleeping and can even see into our dream realms. And this video may trigger a bunch of people, I'm being told, and put people into fear. So I don't want anyone to get into fear. So I'm going to say, if you believe in the concept of God, or any God at all, so depending on what faith you are around the world, or if you're just for general spirituality, and you believe in even the concept of the angels, they probably can see all if they need to, right? So, I've been aware of the fact that there are like universal watchers that are not our enemies, that are here all the time, right? So if you believe in God, whether you're, in a church or not, I'm going to say anyone who believes in, a higher power or God, or even a higher self concept, knows that we are watched by them for our protection and for help, etc. So if you want to think of it as like the Hunger Games type scenario, if we were playing in reality TV, then they would be like our Hamish, or our, I think they call them a mentor, or they're, like a past winner that steps up to help us, to get further in the game. Now, in the Hunger Games, they know they're playing, but they're actually playing before they're playing, right? So they're playing even in their districts before they get chosen to play in the game. But then they're actually playing in the arena. So, as to what the arena is, I'm being told the arena would be the area that is under the dome. I think. Or it's not, right? Let's put that out there. So whoever's in the dome is playing, whether they know they are or not. And, part of the fun of the game on this planet is that a lot of people don't know they're playing, right? So a lot of people think that we're actually just living lives here, and we're not playing a game on top of it. But, I'm being told some players get a script. So when they get a script, they know sort of what's to come or what they're to say or things they have to do. So that would be like in the form of, like, say, tasks, or you could say life lessons, or things that you have to learn in this lifetime in addition to being a game player. So some people have to, say, learn to, like, stand on their own 2 feet alone without support, or some people have to learn to love themselves, or some people have to learn to, like, stop being angry at people and let things go, or learn to forgive, or learn to get beyond the concept of money, and realize that there are more important things out there. And then some people have some weirder life lessons. Like you could have a relationship with somebody that you've had a relationship with in several lifetimes, and you could have agreed to come back here and do it again, so you could do it differently. So it could end in a few options. Like, one, you could decide to move past the differences and stay together forever, or you could decide to break up with them sooner and leave on good terms, or you could decide to, like, take each other out. Either way, we always have what I would call 3 or 4 options as to paths in this lifetime as to where you could go, right? So that's where free will comes into play here for people that have it. And some people have more free will than others. So, like, I myself, that's Amy, the vessel speaking, have at this point probably about 2% free will. So that means basically everything that I do is scripted at this point, and I don't know it, just so you know. I'm a blind player, but at the same time, my team, so that is Archangel Michael and Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Raphael today, but I have Galactics as well, and other players who are past loved ones and deceased celebrities, etc., that push me to do things that are going to get us further in the game, because we are player 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, whatever that means. So because of that, I have to do extra tasks, not only for myself but for humanity, like, say, making these videos and putting out intel, even though it hurts me personally and it hurts my family and it hurts everyone else I know, but I'll do it for the all, because I'm self-sacrificing. And then I think, like, is that an excuse, right? And what it does, Michael says, is it makes it so that he is actually to blame for anything that I do wrong, which luckily is not too much according to the universal laws, but he is actually taking responsibility for my actions instead of me, in a way. So even though I have a bit of choice, I have only 1 doorway most days. Sometimes I have 2, whereas the average person has at least 3, if not 4, for every decision. So people on Earth in general have about 40% free will. Just, so you might think you have 100. Nobody does. Everybody only has so many choices they can do on the daily, and you can push past the odd time and really take yourself out of, bounds, we'll say, and get way off the path. But something will keep shoving you back until you're back on the path, no matter what it is. So it could be, like, say, like a car accident, or like a explosion, or some kind of event like that puts you back on the path. Like, it'll be something external to you. If they cannot control you or get you to do what it is they want you to do in the great show, then you end up getting pushed back by something bigger than yourself, whatever that is. So that is some of the concepts on here. So I also have creation, and that being a spark of love. So there's many ideas of what creation is, and I will be doing a book on this as well, but I have not gotten it done yet. But I myself have been told in a few ways how things were created with the spark of love. So you can think about that all day, but it takes a sacred union, and it takes something called an eternal giver and something called an eternal receiver, I am being told. So That is an ancient idea that has been passed down through many secret societies, through many lifetimes, and beyond. And people can debate me all day on that if they want to, but whatever you believe in, it all comes down to that. So I've also got on here that we have more than one sun and more than one moon in here. And I've drawn the tree of life like a Christmas tree because I saw it like that once in a video that I thought was really cool. That was quite similar to this, except it was like a 3D model of this. And when I saw that, I believe the guy's name is Noobs, if you want to check it out, with a Z, and it is a pretty cool video. And he drew it as a Christmas tree too, for many reasons, because of the references to Jesus and Mithra and other deities that are born on December 25th. And Polaris is at the top. That is the North Star, but it is more than the North Star. So it is actually the center of the universe somehow. So I'm going to leave that for now. I also have an ice wall on there, a part of one anyway. I did not draw it all the way around because if I did, you would not be able to see the insides of it. So that is what is missing from the picture, I'm being told. So it is something like what I saw in Game of Thrones, where they have the wall, in a way. That's how I see it. It is what they call Antarctica, I do believe. And I do believe there are a few people that live in there, in tunnels and more. And I do believe that on occasion, they might have held some secret galactic and alliance and dark side meetings in Antarctica, because it is a place where there is dead spots and nothing can watch you there, and that's what I'm going to say. So can the average man get there? I'm being told they cannot, unless you have special permission, and if you even try to go near it on a boat or a plane, you will be told to get away or you'll be shot down. And you can contradict me if you know any different, but that is what I have seen and been told by, I'll say, a 3-letter agency. So we'll see what people say. I always like to double check and triple check and quadruple check my info too, but today I'm going to wing this one and see what people say. So then I've got that there are portals everywhere, and I'm being told there were a lot more portals, but at this point there aren't as many out there.